Well, good day everybody. Welcome to today's video. We've got a bunch of stuff going on today. Tuesday's the big day where my Jeep tent finally came in, and I'm gonna get that installed. But before then, I need to change oil in the truck. It's due. I've had the truck for just over a year now. I think I've driven like 8,400 kilometers in a year, which is like nothing. I need to change oil. Got some AMSOIL for that. I need to do tire rotation on the Jeep. Grease everything up, get it ready for the season. You know, tires are a lot bigger nowadays, but even 35s are freaking heavy to change out. I couldn't imagine trying to do like a 40-inch or something. Even getting a 35 back on the mount on the back, you blow a gasket. That being said, we got a lot of shit to do, so let's get cracking. We stand corrected. 91.29 in the past year. Just getting things ready. Got my midi back because we're about 6.5 liters. Coming underneath the truck here. So the oil drain's right there. 13 mil. The oil filter is right up there. Should be not too hard because I do have, where is it here? That oil filter wrench right there that we're going to use. There we are, we're just basically out of drip now. Get that back in my hand, tighten it. Alright, we got that tightened down. Now we gotta tackle that oil filter. It's gonna be super hard to see, but I do have my ratchet on there. Busted free. I got it cracked free. I tell you right now, I didn't think it was gonna come free. You can see how dented that oil filter was. Just trying to get the bust open. I am just seeing, I don't know if you can see what I see, just making sure they didn't use like a double O-ring or something up there. I just want to show you the filters. Somebody went full retard getting this one on. This is an AC Delco filter. Doesn't surprise me because I got the truck from a GM dealership. But look at the profile of the filter mount compared to the wicks, how it's raised and it's sunken down. Like they really reefed it on so hard that you can see the indentation here. I'm just going to take some used oil right now to go along that surface there as lubrication, so when I put it back on maybe I'm not going to have an issue with it sticking. You can see I had to use brute force to get that off. Got the new filter put in, it's hand tight. Not exactly the most ideal place, but I guess it works. Now we can start it up, check for leaks. Let it run for a bit, check for leaks. Just taking care of all this maintenance. Gonna try out this non-reusable K&N filter on the truck. Now comes the fun part, big old 5-tire rotation. Take the spare one off, put it on the rear, move the rear to the front, start greasing all the front up with the Terraflex steering, ball joints, all that stuff. It's got Terraflex axle in the front. Rear tires off, do inspection, doing some greasing, spray the frame with some of this magic juice right here, fluid film. Spare rear front, that front. It's coming to this one, and then that rear one's going to that one. Pretty soon this will be all done. Jeep will be greased up, ready for the season. Just got the last tire off and doing a bunch of greasing. I got this sector shaft brace, I think it's called, steering on this side, but I got RCV axles, and I'm not really sure how much grease you're supposed to do because you use that needle attachment on the front. And I usually go about 45 shots, so we'll see. I just wiped my finger on there and there's still quite a bit of grease still in there, so 45 shots should refreshen it for sure. Then I got that inside brace, and yeah, just doing all the greasing and get this all out of the way and be finished with it. And I did Google how many shots of grease I'm supposed to do. I guess if you're off-roading, about every 4 trips, it's supposed to be like 10 shots. So I guess I haven't greased it up in like 50 trips, so I guess 45 shots is probably pretty good. I'll do like 4 trips, and then I'll take the front tires off and do another 10 more shots. A bunch of used oil there I need to take down to the fire department, because that's where you go to drop off oil. Mid-evac is great, because I wasn't sure if that container could hold all the oil from the truck, so suck it out as it's draining, and yeah, it worked out. Tomorrow's big project is going to be tackling this garage. What a freaking mess. It's supposed to rain today, so I'm gonna head out on a quick ride before it does. Clear blue Alberta skies. Yesterday we got some rain. Today I'm gonna be able to get out in a rip. Only one day to ride out of these 5 days because it's gonna be raining. All right, Alberta flag right there, flying proudly. Will Alberta get to separate? I guess we're gonna find out what's gonna happen. Coming around the mountain when we come. Coming around the mountain when we come. Do 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 do. On a speed bike, yeah, it'd be pretty fun. Except I crossed over the line there. There's a car coming, we got fucking smoked. Beautiful fields for grazing. Fuck, this would be so awesome to live out here. Rolling hills. You know what really sucks? Getting a cramp in your foot while you're riding the bike. Oh man, that sucks ass. You can't really stretch it out. Sure felt good. Get on the bike. I want to head down to the butcher shop. See if I get something to throw on the pellet grill, but kind of organize things a little bit, even though it doesn't really look like it. But I wasn't able to get in front of my bench before because there's so much crap. That's just a box of leftover motorcycle parts I'm gonna have to find a home for. So I just want to show you guys this. I've been using these for the past little while, the refillable propane cylinders, but they got them in these small ones too, or these small ones work great for your jet boil and whatever have you not that you buy from Cabela's or Bass Pro. I'm thinking about using these small ones for propane in the summertime, then in the wintertime switch to those other gas bottles because they work good in the wintertime where propane doesn't. They're a little bit of an investment, but since you can refill them, there's less environmental waste. Like as you have with these ones I still have left, a couple of those. This is where I go to buy all my meats. Just getting the pellet grill fired up for Bass Pro. Gonna cook up those Mennonite sausages. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm gonna end the video because tomorrow, shit show is getting its own tent. So therefore, motherfucking beer time. That and yesterday, or a couple days ago, I had a fire. I don't even think I even filmed it. Anyways, cheers everybody. Five days off and only 2 short rides on the motorcycle. No camping because I had important things to do today, and yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Finally, it's been forever. Let's get the fire going.